The early morning storms left several parts of the Tennessee Valley damaged, including the Marshall County Courthouse. Strong winds knocked down giant trees around the courthouse. The storms also caused power outages throughout the county, leaving many without power for much of the day. Marshall County Sheriff Phil Sims says the biggest problem they're facing now is how easily trees are being knocked down.
The ground's saturated with water. We've had so much rain that the wind's just blowing the trees completely over. They're not twisting, it's just straight line winds are blowing the trees, roots and all out of the ground.
Because there's a good chance severe weather will pop up again this spring, Sims says to be mindful of trees being blown over easily. To be alerted when severe weather is happening near you, you can download the new Marshall County Sheriff's Office app or download our WZDX News app.